Today we're going to make this beautiful wreath and attach it to this antique sled. Now the first thing we're going to do is fluff up our wreath. It's very important. It gives more dimension to your wreath. They come pretty well flat because they've been packaged in boxes. Now I'm going to add deco mesh. I have a very much of a love-hate relationship with this stuff, but it definitely adds a lot to a wreath or a Christmas tree or even a gift. So I'm going to wire this on, and then I'm going to make kind of like puffs. This stuff is kind of hard to deal with, but I'm going to just let it naturally curl, and I'm just going to wrap some of the little pine branches around the deco mesh. And once we're done with that, I am going to attach this gift box. Now this is like a kind of a shelf sitter or something similar that I found at Hobby Lobby. What I did was on the underneath of it, I glued pipe cleaners so that I could attach it to the wreath. And now that that's on, I'm going to make sure that the deco mesh around it and the pine all look okay. The next thing we're going to do is add some greenery from Dollar Tree. We're going to add that above and below the gift box. Now once I've got that on and adjusted the way that I wanted it, I grabbed some Christmas ornaments in a matte green. And I'm going to take 2 of these and I'm going to wire them together using a pipe cleaner. And then I'm going to just wrap it around and then tie it in the back. Now once I have this secured, twisted tightly, I go ahead and cut that with my wire cutters. And then I'm going to proceed to do the same thing with a red ornament. I'm going to put that on a pipe cleaner and attach it in the same manner as I did the green ones. I'm now going to repeat that process 2 more times. One time with 2 green ornaments and another time with a red ornament. And now it's time for a bow. And I liked this little truck ribbon here because it's got a lot of the red and green and white in it that I've been using throughout this. I just bought my Bodabra, so I'm new at using it. So here we go. I'm going to create my bow. And I think this is going to look really nice. So as I start, I realize I probably had better check and make sure I have enough ribbon. So we're going to do a 4-loop bow. And I want to do it fairly big. And this ribbon is really stiff, so it's a little bit difficult to work with. But I think in the end it turns out nice. So as soon as I get that all pressed down, I realize now that my wire is in the wrong place. So we'll get that fixed real quick. I'm going to pull up a little bit on the bow itself so I can get that pipe cleaner down underneath. And then we'll go ahead and pull this up and get it tied. And it's not hard to do. It's just getting used to how to work it. So now I'm going to attach it to the top of my wreath. And I'm using a zip tie. And that's going to help secure it and keep it in place. And then I decided to use just this little bit of ribbon that I had left over. And I'm going to take it in the middle and I'm going to fold it over itself and create a middle for my bow once I can figure out where to put it. And then this will also act as extra tails. So all I'm going to do is go around it, cut off that zip tie here, and then I'm going to just tie it on. and making sure that those tails are going to face forward the way they need to. And then once I've got that done, I'm going to dovetail all 4 of my tails. And eventually I do make those tails a little shorter. But then I attached it to the front of an antique sled, and I think this turned out really cute. What do you think? Thanks for watching, everybody. I really enjoyed making this one, and I hope you liked it too.